Okay, hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. Today I'm going to be playing some Castlevania 2. Now, I started playing Castlevania 1 because I've just been playing that game a lot and been having a lot of fun with it, trying to see if I can beat it at least once in my life. I'm still stuck on the Reaper level. I've been trying to play it and play it and play it. I'm starting to get the hang of some of the earlier levels, but I'm still like, I'm working on it. But Castlevania 2, now this is a different game. This is a completely different game. The way it's played, the difficulty of it, it's just different. So, yeah, I like. There's a lot of things I like about this game. A lot of people, they kind of bash it, or they say it's kind of one of the crappier ones, or something like that. I don't think so. I think it's got its own flair to it. It's got its own difficulty to it. It's more cryptic. If you've watched reviews on it, if you watched Angry Video Game Nerd, people like that, they'll say, how cryptic this game is. But once you figure it out, whatever. But I mean, it's fun. It's just fun. So let's just play it, because I actually enjoy this one. So this is the game start. I don't have any passwords right now. So I'm just going to start the game. Actually, just give me a second here to check my chat, make sure anybody comes into the chat. Love how you start off with this, like, basic whip. See, I like how it kind of looks like the whole Castlevania, but then they added in this whole RPG feel to it, where you can actually talk to people. Crooked Trader is offering bum deals in this town. That's the place where you get healed. I don't need to be healed because I have full life. They give you a power bar that's a little on the side there, similar to the original Castlevania. This guy wants to sell something. White crystal. I need 50 for that. I don't have any money. So I'm gonna have to go and make some money. Hey, Mr. Toon, what's up, buddy? Glad you can drop in. Yeah, I figured I might as well play this one. I played Castlevania 1. Got about as far as I can get right now. I don't want to just keep playing the same game over and again, so thought I got this one to go. I got Castlevania 3. I got Castlevania Adventure on Game Boy. And even Castlevania 4 I can give it a whirl. I haven't played that one really in a while, but oh, it's really, I think it's really actually Super Castlevania, or whatever they call it on the SNES. I believe at this point it's just a grind game to try and make some money. They just like kind of make the hearts money in this game. I think in the first one, hearts is all about your weapons. In this one, it's actually currency. Uh-oh. Horrible night for a curse. This just makes everything harder and more annoying to kill. Ah. Oops. This cheap whip that you start off with. I have to admit, though, the enemies in this game are a lot easier. Some of them can be a little annoying, but there's not a lot of skill involved in killing these things. Most of them don't even do anything. They just kind of bounce around. Just like the end bosses on most of the mansions. Although I'm in the cursed time, the night time, or whatever it's called. So they don't make ads like they used to. No, they don't. I No, you were Mr. Toon when you were showing me the pole position ad. Oops. On Twitter. Pole position commercial. From Atari. It was actually, I think it was for the Atari 5200 pole position or something. Definitely wasn't showing the 2600. There was no pole position on the 7800, there was a pole position too. Which is almost the same game. Hate waiting for the curse to end. I'm just gonna like hang out here. Oh, okay, so I got 98 hearts, which means I can buy the white crystal, and I can buy the holy water. But I also need to get the whip. A better whip. I think it's a thorn whip or something. What do I have right now? L whip. Was it a leather whip or something? Yeah, it was showing the 5200 version. Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing the ending, and they showed the console. You could tell right away it was the Atari 5200. It had the controllers on it. You could just tell by the sheer size of the 5200. Get the whip. Yeah, I need the whip. Just became a curse, so I can't really get anything right now. It's okay, in the beginning you have to build up enough money to buy all this stuff anyways. Big difference between this one and Castlevania 1. Castlevania 1 you just buy everything, or in Castlevania 1 you just find everything in the candles. Castlevania 2 you have to buy almost everything. Happy Beard Games. What's going on, man? Nice to see you come into the chat. Oh, finally. Just waiting for this thing to end. Okay. So let's see if I can find... I know you have to buy the holy water. Yes. So this is where you can... No, I don't need any more. No. Okay. And this guy sells the crystal, right? Yeah. I know you need that, so I'm gonna buy it. Let's see if I can find out who has flame is on the top of the... Yeah. All these cryptic messages that they give out. Yeah, this one bugged me the most, because I always thought you had to drop garlic in front of the guy. And I kept going there, dropping garlic, and nothing ever happened. There we go. Wait. Is this the guy that sells the whip? Yeah, this is the guy with the whip. 100? Ah, okay. So I'll have to make $100. Yeah, Mr. Toon, I like the music too. This is like one of the best, I think, one of the best Nintendo soundtracks. Nintendo game soundtracks. I always love the sound of this. Sometimes I just play this game just to listen to the music. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Crap. Hopefully I can get up there. I have to get up there and heal myself before we hit another curse. I'm gonna go here. This lady will heal you. Happy Beard Games is saying he really likes this game. I have a poster of the game's box art in my room. Cool. Is that a poster that came with the game, or was that like Nintendo Power? I know some games. I'm pretty sure some games came with posters. Some of them might have come with posters of other games, though, not the... So I'm gonna have to like make $100 here, because it's pointless to try and go on with it, the Thorn Whip. Hey, Billy O! Welcome to the chat. Oh. I wish the enemies in Link, well, Adventures of Link were this easy. Just gonna build up enough to get the, no, it's just a fan-made reprint of the box art I got it. Oh, cool. Yeah, lots of fan-made stuff going around now. I know the Renaissance, he's a YouTuber guy as well. He does a lot of art from old video games. He sometimes pops in on my stuff. Billy O's just finishing up some pepperoni pizza. Lucky. Loves pizza. So where am I? 54. Luckily it doesn't take too long to build up some money. This is nowhere near as painful as Dragon Warrior. You just gotta keep going and going and going and going and going and going. For like 2 hours. Ah, crap. Here comes the curse. Curse. One thing I hate about this one is the holy water is just not as powerful in this game. It's essential, but it's not as powerful. Like, you need it to break the wall, the floors. As far as, like, using it as a weapon, it sucks. It's, like, worse than your whip. You might as well use your whip. In the first one, I think even in the third one, it acts like it flames up and sticks around for a while. I have to be extra careful here. I don't want to lose all my health. I have to stick around here and go into the church again to get healed. The music is epic in the series. Yep, for sure. I like this one, I think, out of all of them. Part 3 does have some good ones, and some good music too. I like the intro to the first one, Castlevania 1, the first Castlevania. I like the intro when he's walking in towards the castle. That's a neat tune that you hear. I'm just doing the grind here. Waiting out the night. Kind of handy if there was like a little... Oh, cool. How'd that happen? Oh, maybe because I hit 100? It'd be cool if there was like a little stopwatch or something at the top of the screen to let you know that the, you know, when this night is going to end. But I guess they didn't want to do that. They wanted to leave it as a surprise. So you never know when nightfall is going to happen. It just happens. You might not be prepared for it. A curse or whatever it is. Nice, I'm watching the stream on my 60-inch 4K TV. It's amazing. Well, that's good to know. Guess the stream's going through properly. my thorn whip. Another thing that's confusing about this game is the layout. I know I've looked at some maps online where people have tried to map the game out, and it gets really confusing as to where you go to get to certain areas. Just to find, like, where the mansions are. Okay, let's get the thorn whip. I think it was over here. Don't remember if I'm supposed to go right or left, though. Yes, please. I was just at a craft beer tavern that is also an arcade. It opened 2 months ago. Great beer and games. Nice. Don't have anything like that around here. Whip it good like the Devo song. Yes. I think I have to go this way. So isn't that way the ferry? I don't know. Whatever. Let's get somewhere. It's funny, I have the thorn whip, but it looks exactly the same. I think it's a little bit longer or something. It's definitely a stronger whip, though, I think. It's killing things a lot faster. These fish guys that are in the first game. Again, there we go. Much like the first one, you gotta be careful here. They can push you off into the drink. No, no! Like that. Crap. Go away. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that was kind of pointless. There's another town around here somewhere. There's also that lake. Maybe that's over here. I think there's a town here somewhere. Yeah, a town. Let's go and see. Most of this game is exploring. That's the other thing that's completely different. A rib can shield you from evil. I mean, in Castlevania 1, there's only one way to go. There we go. Got to go, but might be back later if the stream's still up. Good luck. Thanks there, Kevin. Buy a dagger. Actually, I don't know if I have any money. Do I need it? Nope, don't have enough. Sorry, man. Turn right for Dabby's path. Left for Barrow's Woods. Yeah, you really have to pay attention where everything is. Laurels in your soup enhances its aroma. That means nothing. You look pale, my son. You must rest in your church. Yeah, I do. Before it turns to nightfall and then I can't go in here. Clues to the Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. I don't think anybody in the town really is helpful. I think they're trying to give you clues to actually figure out the game. But most of the time it's more, what the hell are they talking about? All Konami NES games have amazing music. Contra, TMNT. Yeah, that's true. TMNT has some pretty cool music too. a curse. Purchase a chain whip. 150. Okay. So I need 150. Oh, let's go and make some money. More hearts, or whatever you want to call it. Ugh. I don't like this area. You can always stay in the town and kill the zombies. Blade of Steel. I don't think I've ever played Blades of Steel. Actually, I don't think I've played any of the hockey games on NES except for ice hockey. It's kind of funny. I didn't really start playing hockey games until NHL 94, I believe, on my PC. My brother had it, and I started playing it one day. And I started getting really into hockey. Yeah, I'll just hang around here and kill some zombies. And I can heal myself, get my chain whip. Need 150. Need more zombies. Hopefully I'll get enough. Let's do it. One or two. 48 more to go. Rented Blade of Steel and ice hockey back in the day. Ice hockey, I was quite surprised at how fun it actually is. I remember when I bought it, I was kind of like, you know, on the fence about it. It's one of those like cheap bins at Kmart or somewhere, Zellers. Back when all those used Nintendo games were like $9.99 in the store. They had ice hockey, and I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And then I got hooked on it. I was like playing it all the time. I was like, this is fun. I mean, I still liked NHL 94 better and 95 on the Sega Genesis. I like how you can, like, you know, play as NHL teams, and they would be like the same players that were the real players of the time. So if you knew your players, you knew how to like build better teams, and I remember doing that, putting all the best players on my team. I'd have like, you know, top players. Ah, 142. Isn't that just great? The worst is when you fall in the pits there. You're in the town and then you die. That sucks. See what's over here. Whoa. I don't want to fall into the hole. I think if I die, I'll have to start again, and then I'm gonna be losing half my... Oh, we're in a mansion. Okay. Don't want to go into a mansion until I have the chain whip. See if I have enough. Oh, I have enough. Let's go get me a chain whip. Uh-oh. Let's not take chances there. Thing is, every time you go into a mansion too, you have to buy a steak, an oak steak. Can't remember, I think it's like $50 as well. Is that the chain? It was. No? Which one was this? Miracle Whip. Oh, this is the dagger. I don't know if you need a dagger or not. Not sure if it's a important weapon in this game. In the first Castlevania, the dagger is like one of the worst weapons. I think the only time I ever used the dagger is to go against Frankenstein. Thing is, the music is great, but it is very repetitive in this one. In Castlevania 3, there's like a lot more different songs that they play throughout the levels. I think even when you complete the game, it gives you the ability to go and listen to every single one of them. Okay, do I have a there we go. Hey, it's the Atari Creep. What's going on, buddy? Playing some Castlevania Part 2. Simon's Quest. You know, I kind of regret that I never picked up the Tiger Electronics version of this game. I always remember seeing it in the store. And I never bought it for some reason. I don't know why. I always liked Castlevania. I always wonder why I didn't pick it up. Of course, now it's like, you know, it's expensive, I'm sure. I ended up picking up, out of the Tiger Electronics games, I ended up picking up, whoops, Mega Man 2, and, Gauntlet. But I never picked up Simon's Quest, I don't know why. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to the mansion without dying here. Not doing too bad right now, I haven't played this game in a while, so... Okay, we're in the mansion. Now there's one mansion where this block is like invisible and you need the Dracula's eye or something to see it. It's really weird. Ow. Jerk. Here's where the holy water is important too. You always have to watch the floor. You're not missing out on anything. Let's go up. Oh yes, these guys, they drive you nuts. They're on the annoyance factor like the Medusa heads. I wish I was able to power up before I went into this level. Another thing that you miss in this game is the wall meat. There's no wall meat in this game. You have to go to the town to refuel your life points or die, pretty much. Because there's no wall meat. I think I need money to get a steak, so I have to get at least $50. Oh, shoot. There's the hole in the floor. where this game just messes with you. Ah. And I'm dead. It's weird to just continue right there, too. But I got no money. Which means I have to build up enough money to get that steak. I think they made a Tiger Castlevania wristwatch. Yeah, I think so. I think out of the wristwatch, the only one I ended up getting was Batman. I probably still have it. With my, all my other... Oh, jeez, it's right there. With all my other handheld electronic stuff together. I think I still have the Batman watch. I don't know if it works. Not a bad little game considering what it was. That's what we had back in the, you know, mid to late 80s, before the Game Boy was something that everybody had, was we had those Tiger electronic handheld crappy things. Even the Game & Watch by Nintendo. We had those. I still remember buying Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch and being amazed at how I could play Super Mario Brothers. Even though it wasn't the real experience, but close enough. We didn't have many other options back then. Not everybody had a Game Boy. I could afford one. Dead end. I have to be able to buy that oak steak off that dude. Yeah, Konami made... Yeah, I have the Ninja Turtle one, too. I have it's like a big, green, awkward-shaped thing. And it's Ninja Turtles. Ah, $50. I knew it! Don't have enough. I have to fight these guys. Hopefully they give me some hearts. Actually, give me $50 right on the dot. Yeah, I picked up that Konami one for like a couple bucks in a thrift shop. I think it still has the price tag on it. It was only like a few bucks. Maybe $1 or something. It wasn't much. I grabbed it. I need to get out. How do I get over there? I have to keep going down? I'm nervous that the floor is going to just give out on me. Ooh. Flame flickers inside the ring of fire. Okay. What does that mean? The ring of fire. Johnny Cash gonna come after me or something? Oh! I fell for it. Fell through the hole. This is me, I have to go all the way back up. There's a reason why they didn't put a timer on this game. Because of bull cocky moves like that. How do I beat this guy? He's just gonna stand there. No matter what, I'm gonna get hit. Ah. Guess I have to like go here. Kind of race him. Run. Run, 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 run. Ah, crap. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get hit. And I'm gonna die. At least he only takes one whip to kill. Oh, jeez, there's a hole there, too. Johnny Cash. He just comes out of the wall and attacks you. Zombie Dommy Cash. There it is. Ah. This is just annoying. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I seem to be stuck here. Yep, dead. Let's not fall down that hole again. Okay, it's right there. Right there. Is there another one? Oh, jeez. There's two of them. Hey, train fanatic, what's going on? Okay, so there's one there, and there's one there. Hopefully that's it. Oh my god, there's three of them. They just really want to prepare you for this level, don't they? I think if I lose again, I'm out of it. I'm screwed. Yep, I'm screwed. Okay, there's one there. One there. What's unfair is that they don't fall through the floor. What's up with that? Alright, there it is. Ah. My first day off for the week. What does that mean? Today is your first day off? I know here in Canada we had Thanksgiving on the Monday. I don't know if there was a holiday on Monday for Americans. I'm sure some of you in the chat are able to answer that question. I don't know if it was an American holiday or not. So it's supposed to be a short week for me, but I always find that when you have Monday off, the week never feels short. Still feels like a long week, or a normal week to me. If Friday was off, it would feel like a short week. We had Columbus Day Monday, so you give Columbus Day off. Is that right? Or, well, not everybody gets it off, I know that. Even here in Canada, not everybody gets Thanksgiving off either. I know the American Thanksgiving is going to be sometime in November, right? After, is it after Remembrance Day? Okay, there's a hole somewhere. It's right there. Right there. Okay. Let's not fall in any more holes, shall we? Anything in the wall there. Nope. Nope. Wait. You have to remember, it's the holy water that breaks the walls. Now for the end boss, which is... there is no end boss. It's just an orb. So hard. Some do. I had the day off because the schools do. But my lady had to work. Aww. That sucks. Or does it? The creep had a day off to himself. 24th this year. Oh, okay. I mean, we all love our family. We all love our wives and our girlfriends and our significant others, but sometimes it's nice to have a day off. To just do whatever the hell you want to do. Okay, I gotta get the heck out of this. This is the other thing that's annoying. In Castlevania 1, when you complete the game, or complete the level, I think I have to fall down the hole. When you complete the level, you just go back to, or it just takes you right out, and you continue on with the game. This one, you have to leave the frickin' castle. Oh, you have to go through all this crap again. Oi! I think I remember where they all are. This one's right there. This one's right there. There's another one right there. It's a good thing this game has endless continues, because you'd never beat this if you didn't. I had the kids, but that's still cool. Huh, you know. I guess it also depends. Sometimes it's nice to just spend some time with the kids. There we go. Okay, what's over here now? I tell you, I always get confused with the layout of this game. Ah, crap. Horrible night for a curse. Tell me about it. Whoops. So here's where it's like, now where do I go? I'm gonna look for another town somewhere. I believe you need laurels to get through this properly. Laurels will let you walk through that red goop. It's so weird too, getting used to the fact that you can't just whip the walls, you need to holy water them. Okay, something changed there. Oh, these guys. Spiders. Uh-oh. Don't know if I'm going the right way. In fact, I don't even think I know where I'm going. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, right into an eyeball. On my money. Oh no. Like, you lose some money maybe after. How does that work? Yeah. Okay, there's something over here, I believe. I forget what. This is where you always bought those hidden books. Oh, the flame. Sacred flame. Sweet. You need to use that at some point. I think it's in the graveyard or something you have to use it. Oh, hey, there's the Renaissance. I was just talking about you there. About the artwork that you do. That's who I was talking about earlier, the Renaissance. He does some amazing artwork. Kirk's Arcade. What's up? I look for a town. Maybe we have to go down. Usually you have to go down to find the town. feel like I'm lost. Yeah, I remember seeing one of the Renaissance's work. It was like I think it was Castlevania 1 or something. The opening of Castlevania 1. As I was saying, it was awful. No, man, it was awesome. Just took a cat nap, about to make dinner. I usually can't sleep during the day unless it's like, unless I've really had it, unless I'm really beat. Where goes Smith? How's it going? Ah, crap. Here you need a... I don't know which crystal you need. You need a crystal. Maybe it's the blue one. Or is it the red one? It's one of those cryptic things where you get here and you're like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, did a rendition of that opening scene. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Somebody was showing it off. Don't remember who now. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier when Happy Beard Games was on. He was talking about having a poster of the of Castlevania, of the cover artwork, and he said it was an artist rendition of it, not a just a picture. Darren Folds, hey, what's up? Playing some Castlevania 2, because I already played Castlevania 1, so I thought, let's move up the line. Here we go, here's the town. I was just working on my Etsy shop to sell my print. Awesome! Yo! Renaissance. Yeah, when you get that up and going, let me know about it. Send me a link and all that stuff. I want to see it. Yeah, sure, I'll buy some garlic. When you're chasing vampires, it's probably never a bad thing to get some garlic. Just made steak fajitas. Ooh. I like steak fajitas. I had sausage and french fries today for dinner. It was what we had. We're kind of, you know, kind of broke right now after this whole kids back in school and things are costing money here and there and left and right. Kind of broke. Whatever, we'll make it happen. We'll make the best of it. What do I do with this guy? Oh, there we go. Dracula's eyeball reflects the curse. Yeah, again, there you go. More cryptic crap that doesn't mean anything. Definitely will. It's open now, so I can send you a link. I think I follow you on Twitter. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Brian's Man Cave. You can email me, briansmancave@gmail.com. There's a lot of ways you can find me. Miss Camilla. Hey, Mr. Brian. How's it going? To watch me play a little bit of Castlevania 2. Someone just told me that if you have the eyeball equipped at night, the enemies aren't stronger. Huh. That's good to know. Perhaps I'll try that. whip out an eyeball. Just love how this game is like all based around you finding all these parts of Dracula. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, you gotta find all the parts of Dracula and then you have to like destroy them. Just like in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 where they have to find Freddy's body and then crucify it or whatever. Yeah, great game for October for sure. I always start playing these games more heavily around this time. Yes, I would like to buy some laurels. I hear laurels are good in my soup. So I have 2 garlics and 2 laurels. How much do I have there? Maybe I should buy some more laurels. Laurels. Laurel and Hardy. Parley Française. Yeah, here in Canada we learn French. It's part of our curriculum in school. Media glitch. Am I in the man cave right now? Kind of. I'm not in my man cave, but unfortunately, clues to Dracula's riddle are in overreach. Oh, of course they are. Fortunately, my man cave is in the basement, and my computer for streaming is upstairs, so I can't be in my man cave, but good enough. The 8-bit soundtrack is hot. Yeah. I swear, there's just sometimes I felt like playing this game just to listen to the music. And it's like in my head for the rest of the day. What was that? To restore your life, shout in front of the church. Oh, okay. I read that wrong at first. I'd like to exchange a white crystal for a blue crystal. Absolutely. I like how it doesn't even give you a choice. He's just like, give me your crystal, and I'll give you a blue one. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Now, I know I don't know, is it the blue crystal or the red crystal where you bow in front of the lake and then it opens up? I was really hoping to find another whip here, but I guess it's in another town. Oh crap. Okay. So this is like a dead end because you can't get up there. It's not like in Zelda we can get a jump spell. I used to listen to the sound tests on later Castlevanias like they were albums. Totally dig this being an album. Best Castlevania on the NES. I like this one. I don't know if I would go as far as calling it the best one. Atari creep. I don't know what did I miss. I was doing dishes. Been there, pal. Been there. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go and call this the best Castlevania. I do enjoy this one though. I do like it. I know a lot of people don't like it. And I remember saying once that this was one of my favorite ones, and people thought I was crazy. I just enjoy playing it though. It's just fun. Like it doesn't give you the heartburn that Castlevania 1 gives you. I mean that game is just like stressful and rage quit. I mean this is just fun. But I would think that Castlevania 3 was the best of them. I just like how Castlevania 3, it goes back to the classic style Castlevania, but then they add in all these like extra things, like, you know, you can change paths, you can go different routes, you can get different characters, and each character has its own, you know, good thing about them. Their own little, you know, thing. Grant can climb on walls. Alucard can fly, turn into a bat and fly. And what's their name? Sypha can use the freezing spell and the flame spell, and it just like wipes everything out in front of it. Oops. Well, 3 plays the best, but I still hold the original close to my heart. Yeah. What's funny with me, like, if I think about my first experiences with Castlevania, which I probably said this before, was the first experience I ever had on Castlevania was playing it on the Commodore 64, and that was this Castlevania, or Castlevania 1, I should say. I played on the Commodore 64, and actually beat it on the Commodore 64. Then like on the NES, it was either I might have played this one first. I think my friend rented it, and we played it. We didn't get very far, we didn't complete it, but we played the heck out of it. And then my first like purchase of a Castlevania game was Part 3. I bought brand new when it was on the shelf. And I remember that because it was one of those times where we took like a kind of a family trip to America. I believe we went to Buffalo. We're not, you know, where I am. I live near Toronto, so driving up to Buffalo is not too far for us. And it was when I was a kid. We went to Buffalo, and I bought Castlevania 3. I guess you need the red crystal. Oh, nope, you don't. It's the blue one. Cool. And I remember buying Castlevania 3, and I never played it before. I just bought it. I was like, that looks cool. Oh my goodness. That was garbage. And so, really? That's how I die? Holy crap, what's going on here? Okay. Is it me, or is this getting really stupid? Do I just have to fall down? Is that it? Okay. That was dumb. Oh well. But yeah, buying that, and then I spent a lot of time playing Castlevania 3. Like, a heck of a lot of time. And then eventually I played Castlevania 1 on the NES. And I've never beaten it yet. At least I got through that mess of falling in the acid water, or whatever the heck it is. Because apparently Simon Belmont can't swim. He dies when he falls in whatever that... Maybe it's acid water, I don't know. Fast argue with you on that one. Both great games I can pick up. The thing I liked about Castlevania 3 as well is that you can kind of play it in many different ways. Like, you can complete it one way, and then go back and complete it again. And then go back and complete it in a different way, and it's like you get a different character, take different paths. Can I jump up there? I think I can. Ouch! Ouch! Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Oh. As long as I can make enough money to buy a oak steak or whatever it's called. These guys are annoying. Okay. This game's all about money management, I tell you. You just gotta pick a path and go, and hope you have enough money to buy the stuff you need when you get there. Ouch. I'm looking for the guy who sells the oak steak. And what you did. How do you feel about Bloodstained Curse of the Moon? I don't think I've played that one. I've only played the first 3, like NES ones. I played the Game Boy. Well, I have the Game Boy Castlevania Adventure, and I have the Super Castlevania for the SNES. I also downloaded one for the Wii, which is... I'm not sure which one that is, though. It's kind of an odd one. It was in the Wii shop. But it plays very much like a regular Castlevania game. Who the heck is the guy with the oak steak? Am I lost? Crap. Okay, maybe I need to backtrack here. Ouch. This was a PS4 and Stream download from IGA, the creator of SOT. Yeah, pretty much Nintendo Wii is the newest system I would have. I don't have, I actually don't have, well, I don't have PlayStation 3 or 4. My last PlayStation was the second one, PS2, now considered really old. And I don't have any Xboxes, not even the original Xbox. So I don't have any real modern systems outside of the Wii. Even the Wii, I haven't really spent a lot of time on it. I don't have many games for it. I have the 2 games that I downloaded from the Wii store, which were the Super Mario Bros. 2, the Lost Levels, or the original, cripes, how did I do that? I just fell through the wall. What? Oh, it's an invisible wall. I knew that. Which is the original Super Mario Bros. 2, which we didn't get here in North America. And a Castlevania game, which I think is kind of a redo of another Castlevania game. Alright, have a good night, Atari Creep. Thanks for coming in. I'll have to take a look. I was just playing that Castlevania game on the Wii as well. I have to see what it's called again. Man, I hate the holy water in this game. Is so pathetic. It's really just used for the walls. Terrible weapon. I mean, look, just pretty much just throwing a glass of water. In the first game, the holy water is like amazing. It gives you that whole flame thing. It just continuously wounds the enemies. Anything that comes in contact with it. Oh, there's a book here. Garlic in the graveyard summons a stranger. Okay, that at least is useful information. So now you know when you're in a graveyard to drop the garlic. It's not as cryptic as some of the other things that mean nothing to anybody. Hopefully the dude who sells the oak steak is around here somewhere. Oh, crap. gotta go find the dude who has the oak steak for sale. Nothing annoying about this. It was up there. That's the other thing, you gotta look for these walls that are fake walls. Oh. Where the heck is he? Oh. Just fall right into the water. It would be nice if you can kind of look down sometimes. It wasn't this way. I don't think so. Where is it? Oh, there he is. I found him. Absolutely. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least I got the oak steak before I died. Also, I'd have to go back and try and make $50 again. 50 hertz, or whatever you want to say. Good to purchase another oak steak before exiting each dungeon. Can you do that? I always thought you had to buy the oak steak in the same mansion that you use it in. I didn't think you could buy like multiple ones. Does it actually allow you to buy multiple ones? Good question. I don't have any money to try it, so... Can't look down, can't swim. Dang, Mr. Belmont, what can you do? He can whip it good. That's all he can do. Throw his holy water at you. Well, he seems pretty awesome in the, well, it's actually, that's not Simon. I was thinking of the, Castlevania show on Netflix. That's actually Trevor, I think, right? Or is it Simon? I'm trying to remember. Hey, we got Retro Now in the chat. Now I gotta walk all the way out. Again, no enemy, no end boss. Canadian Steve. Retro Now. What's up, everyone? We're playing some Castlevania. NES Addict. Love me some Simon's Quest. Yes. I don't know what it is about this game. It doesn't matter how many times you complete it. It's still a fun game. It's always worth playing. It's always fun. I think I play this like every year. Probably around this time too, you know, the Halloween time. October. Perfect time to get into this mood. Then I'll start watching some of the Dracula movies. I know I have the Bela Lugosi Dracula movie. Actually, last year I bought the, it's like some box set thing. Has the, Bela Lugosi first Dracula movie, and then it has, I think, Son of Dracula on it. pretty cool too. Where you first learn who Alucard is. I didn't get too far in this one. Well, the trick to this game is to learn the cryptic messages. You almost have to, like, go and look it up online, because otherwise you'll never figure through. I don't know how people figured this out without cheat books, without the Nintendo Power. I mean, I just don't know how they knew that they had to have a certain crystal and kneel before that lake. I mean, that was the one thing when I played this that I didn't know how to do. It's not as bad as everyone says. It actually has a really uniqueness to it. Yeah, NES Addicts is exactly, it's got a uniqueness to it. It's like the, I don't know, it almost seems like with Nintendo games, they came up with a game, like Part 1, just like Super Mario Brothers, Castlevania, Legend of Zelda. They came up with these first games, and then for the second game, it's like they wanted to take it in a completely different direction. And most of them went to this RPG style, you know, bearing the Super Mario Brothers. But I mean, even with Super Mario Brothers 2, which I know was actually Doki Doki Panic, which they renamed Mario Brothers and put the characters in. But even still, it kind of had this feel to it. Whoops. Where you had multiple characters and stuff. But, I mean, this one and Zelda 2 have a lot in common. You know, in the fact that it's the second in the series, they really mixed things up. They made it more of an RPG style. You know, where you actually go and talk to people, and you have to figure things out. Some parts of it even look the same. Yeah, exactly. It's the Adventure of Link. I mean, like this whole thing where he's going through these caves and stuff. And then you have to go into the towns, and you have to speak to somebody. But then what happened was they went to the third one, like Castlevania 3, where they go back to the original formula. And it plays more like Castlevania 1. Then they did the same thing with Super Mario Bros. 3. Then they did the same thing with Zelda Link to the Past, where it was like, now all of a sudden it's much like the original one. This game was made to buy Nintendo Power membership. I can totally see that. Although what I used to do is I would just go into the bookstores and look at the hint books on in the bookstore and just read. Or if or a friend would have like a hint book that I didn't have or something. Okay, now I need to figure out where the heck I have to go. Because I have laurels, I have garlic, I have... What do I have there? No, the heart. And the bone, or whatever the hell that is. This one definitely was a lot more about figuring out where to go and what to do, whereas Castlevania 1 was all about agility, dexterity, being able to figure out patterns, not dying. Whoa. I mean, even still, I'm playing Castlevania 1 a lot, and I'm not getting very far. I'm getting to the Reaper level, and I'm just falling apart. It's just so hard. There's not a lot of levels in it either. I mean, it doesn't take you long to get there. Ow, ow, ow. I love Castlevania 1 more. I think this game's music is so epic. Yeah, that seems to be the trend here. The music in this one, it's just so catchy. You can't not like it. I only play this game like once a year, so you easily forget a lot of stuff, so it feels like you're playing it again for the first time. mean, this game I didn't play a whole lot when I was younger. It's not like Super Mario Brothers or Zelda 1 where I know the game pretty much inside and out. There's no more surprises. I just killed myself. Whoa. Alright, Retro now. Look forward to seeing some more of your Transformer videos. If you guys are into Transformers, Retro Now is your guy to go to. The guy has more Transformers than I've ever seen in my life. He's got the collection we all wished we had when we were kids. I think I'm losing here. Gotta get out of this curse. This curse is killing me. Ouch. Ouch. Exactly. More than meets the eye. Alright, Kirk's Arcade. Take it easy. Oh, jeez, there's eyes everywhere. Thanks for stopping in. I used to have a lot of Transformers, but I stole them all on eBay about 6 years ago. Well, sometimes we have to do that. I miss my Bruticus. Oh, I love Bruticus. I don't have the Generation 1 Bruticus, but I have the Generation 2 Bruticus. He's all those funky, camouflage, neon colors. He's like weird, bright yellow, bright white, bright... I mean, he doesn't look as good. I don't know why they changed his color scheme in the Generation 2, but they did. And I also have this other character that's exactly Bruticus, but I think they gave him a different name. It's like exactly the same characters as Combaticons. It came out around, I don't know if it was like the Transformers Generations, or it was just like another Transformers thing that came out, the toy line. But it was it's exactly Bruticus, and I have all the parts for him. Oh, I'm dropping garlic. Crap. Ah, I just wasted my garlic. Thought I had my holy water. Maybe I'm out of bread. I had the second generation Starscream who's pink. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. With second generation, Generation 2, they really messed up the colors and all that. Like, I have a Generation 2 Optimus Prime as well. I have the Generation 1 Optimus Prime with the original gray trailer. But I also have Generation 2 Optimus Prime, and they gave him a black trailer, which is weird. He never had a black trailer. I mean, everything's the same, it's just they made the trailer black. What was up with that? I think Grimlock was blue, too. Yeah, Devastator. I think in Generation 2 they made Devastator yellow. I have one of the parts. One of the Generation 2 Devastators that's yellow. I think it's Mixmaster. And I have the Generation 1 Devastator, which is the original all green guy, the Constructicons. Remember, I bought that from eBay. All 6 of them. And I'm like, why did they do that? Why did they mix the colors around? Supposedly Walmart, though, has got the reissues. or something like that. I haven't seen them yet. But, yeah, I've seen some people posting pictures of them. There's, like, Devastator, the original green Devastator, all in one big package. But it's like $70 or something like that. The No Swear Gamer, he was showing a picture of it on his Facebook page. It's also Hot Rod. I don't know why Hot Rod though. I mean, I remember Toys R Us came out with a re-release of Hot Rod already. So I don't know why they decided to do Hot Rod again. And there's so many other Transformers that they could have re-released. Ah. Hey, it's Green Lantern HG. He made it in. Cool, man. We were talking about Transformers. Why were we talking about Transformers? Because Retro Now was in the chat. The biggest Transformer fan I know. If you don't believe me, check out his channel. Retro Now. Retro Nostalgic Nerd. That man has so many Transformers. He is insane. Transformers went to space, I kinda didn't like it as much. When they went to space, like, the later seasons, you mean? Yeah, I'm checking my Walmarts now, and so far I haven't seen anything. I believe they're in Canada here. But so far I keep seeing the modern stuff, the newer stuff. They got these, like... got a few that kind of look like the original, but they changed them up a little bit. It's like the Master Class or something like that. They got like this Rodimus Prime that's like this big huge box. It's insane. But I've asked around and a lot of people say it's crap, so I don't know. I have an original Rodimus Prime anyways, but... Atran Fanatic saying, I'm too. Transformers are my ultimate fave. Yeah, I can kind of tell that from the Autobot symbol you use there. I'm just gonna kill some zombies here. See if I can move forward. That's what I said, boarding on the sanity. Thank you. Get rid of the stupid curse. The only thing that's crappy is I used up my garlic accidentally. Well, hopefully I can buy some garlics elsewhere. I don't have to go backtracking all the way back to the other town just to get some garlic. It's kind of annoying. See, in this game you have to make sure you select what you need to use. Mr. Turn saying he loves the animated 1986 movie. Oh yeah, so do I. I can always watch that one. In fact, I even remember, well, I remember going to see it in theater with my brother. It was like such an amazing experience to watch Transformers on the big screen. Something I never thought I'd ever do. And it was still shocking. I mean, like, watching Optimus Prime die, and it's like, I still remember I was like practically practically in tears. I'm like sitting there in the theater, like ready to cry. Because Optimus Prime was dead. I was like, how do they kill Optimus Prime? Out of all the people, how do they kill Optimus Prime? I mean, we went through all those other deaths, you know, where they showed like Wheeljack was dead, and Brawn was dead, and Ironhide, and Ratchet. Like, they were showing all the original Transformers were all dead. And you're like, as a kid watching that, trying to put it all together, like, what in the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? Seriously. How are they, like, are they dead? Because if you watch the cartoon, nobody ever died in the cartoon. No matter who got shot, nobody ever died. Oops. Used up a laurel there. Then when Prime died, I was like, oh my god. Sure. Can always use some laurels. I think I can get garlic here too. I mean, just the opening scene of the Transformers movie, when the Autobots are just getting destroyed. Like, Megatron busts through that one ship and just like kills every single one of them. Kills Prowl, kills, like, just blasts them all to bits. And that line where he's like, "It's a pity you Autobots die so easily, or I might have some satisfaction out of it." It's just like, really? He's never saying anything like that in a cartoon. I mean, a regular show, I should say. Hit Deborah Griff with your head to pick a hole. Yeah, that's supposed to tell you how to get to that hurricane thing, I know. I think kids lost a lot of interest after that because nobody mentions the second time he died. It was toy marketing, for sure. They killed all... actually, I mentioned that in my next favorite toys video, which is going to come up at some point soon. I've already filmed it. I already got it all together. Just got to release it. I talk about that in the Transformer movie, how a lot of the characters were killed off so they can make a whole new toy line. Actually, I'm going to see if I can... No, I can't afford it. Alright. I mean, it makes sense. Kill off the old toy line, create a whole new toy line. So yeah, I'll have my favorite toys video coming out at some point. Maybe next Tuesday. I already have another video ready for tomorrow. Well, sort of ready. Just have to do some finishing touches. What else is in this damn town? Get a silk bag from the graveyard. Duck to live longer. Huh. Is that where I have to drop the garlic? Kill. Oh, this guy. Got these guys. Yeah, they're so much easier to kill in this one. Oops. Ah, crap, a curse. I mean, from a sales standpoint, it makes sense. I just didn't like Transformers that didn't look like cars and other things on Earth. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? They started looking more like things from Cybertron. Kind of like in the, you know, in the movie, in the, well, not the movie, the live-action Bayformers, you know, the Transformer live-action movie, where they make Megatron a jet. And he's not just any jet, he's like a Cybertron jet. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, what the hell is that? He's not a gun, that's for sure. I like how the original line of Transformers was, you know, all these, like, common things that you would see in life, like Soundwave being a tape deck, like a Walkman, and Perceptor being a microscope. You know, all these, like, strange things that you wouldn't expect. And then they kind of got away from that, and then they all made them, like, airplanes and battle tanks, and I don't know. Transformers really changed after that. A lot of them started to not make any sense as to what the hell they were. Hang around here for a minute. Even though some of my favorite Transformers never made the movie, like Omega Supreme, would have loved to see him in the movie. I mean, they had Devastator, and Dinobots were there to battle against Devastator. Yeah, Headmasters. Those were amazing. I totally was hooked on those when they first came out. All of those, the Headmasters, there was the Target Masters, the ones that had the gun. I just thought it was so cool that you had this, like, mini robot that turned into something like either a head or a gun. Optimus Prime had that engine part that turned into a robot. I remember I ended up with 2 Headmasters when I was a kid. I don't remember which ones, though. I kind of remember what they looked like. I don't remember what their names were. There was one, he was like a neon kind of blue color. Oh, crap. But I definitely had 2 Headmasters. What's up with that Weird Al song in the movie, Dare to Be Stupid? Yeah, I know. It's funny how I didn't even realize it was a Weird Al song for a very long time. When I was a kid, I didn't know it was Weird Al. They play that song during the Junkion scene, where they're partying with the Junkions. Okay, what else is in here? Did I go in there? No, I think I came into this town during the curse. $100. Is there another whip in here? Laurels. I don't think I need laurels. I got 4 of them. In Season 3 of Transformers, you really learn their origins and how they came to be. But from the Quintessons, right? Don't quote me on this, Mr. Toon, but I heard he was a fan and asked to participate in the soundtrack. I can totally see that. Weird Al, I can totally see that. Big fan of Transformers. Requesting to be in it. Wouldn't it be cool if Weird Al actually voiced one of the Transformers? Don't make me stay, I'll die. Okay. They should have made Weird Al Repgar. That would have been cool. Don't look into the Death Star or you will die. What is this, Star Wars? Okay. Don't look into the Death Star, or Darth Vader will chop your head off. Is there anything in this town, or is this just a big waste of time? This is a big waste of time. Doesn't help that a lot of the towns look the same in this game. Bigger or smaller. Yeah, the Quintessons created the Transformers to be workers in the factory. Yeah, I remember that. Right after the movie, I mean, they started off... After the movie, the season started off exploring all those characters, the Quintessons and Quintessa, and... Oh, this part. You have to be dead on with these blocks or you die. Oh yeah, I heard about that. The touch was originally made for the Rocky theme or something like that, and then it ended up going to ah, jeez. The Eye of the Tiger, I think it was. Or I don't know. I'm trying to remember now which one that was. Or was it the main Rocky theme? Whoa! I almost died there. Is this where I hit the wall? Crap. I don't know if I have to just sit here. Does this work? Or do I need the red crystal? Go. Yeah, I think I need the crystal. The red crystal. Is Weird Al motor vehicle. Is a Weird Al motor vehicle. Weird Al is not a motor vehicle, no. It was for Cobra. Now that was another interesting movie, was the G.I. Joe movie. I just don't agree with the way they changed it. Because, I believe Duke was supposed to die in that movie, and then they changed it. They changed it to him going into a coma, and then he lives. Which makes no sense. Because clearly, they are grieving for him as if he died. And they dubbed over their voices and stuff, and then they made it look like he came out of the coma, and it's like, give me a break. Serpentor threw a frickin' snake through his heart. He would not live. I don't know what world they live in, but if you throw something like that size through a human's heart, they ain't gonna live. They did. But I think it had something to do with the Transformer movie creating so much shock over Optimus Prime's death. they rewrote it to make Duke not die. Because they did the same thing in the G.I. Joe movie, right? They introduced all these new characters. They got rid of Cobra Commander. Well, they didn't get rid of him. I mean, they kind of, well, maybe they did. They turned him into a snake. They didn't kill him. They introduced this Cobra Law, which I always thought was cool. Was it Globulus? Weird name. Globulus. Voiced by Burgess Meredith, the actor who played the Penguin in the original Batman show. Also played Mickey and Rocky. Jeez, I keep falling through the wall. Now one thing that I really was pissed off was the original, or the first G.I. Joe movie live action. I'm gonna die. Not enough time to switch. Oops. Did it again. The G.I. Joe live action movie. That really pissed me off. There was an opportunity to make such a great movie, and they botched it. There's something I'm supposed to do in this graveyard. What do I have to do? Is it a curse right now? Okay. No more curse. Doesn't matter, these people are still hard. This thing won't die. That guy's shooting at me at all angles. Why won't you die? I think this is where you get to that piece where... What do I have to do? Yeah, here. Don't you have to drop garlic here or something? Oh yeah. I'll give you a silk bag. What do I do with the silk bag? That's the garlic sitting there. It's in a ball sack to me, but that's okay. Let's just keep moving. Oh crap. Green Lantern HE. Well, Michael Bay didn't watch the original Generation 1 Transformers cartoon either. NES Addict, thanks for the entertainment. I'm going to bed. Alright, have a good night. I think I'll be going to bed soon to myself, so... I don't think the Transformers movie or the G.I. Joe movie, live action I'm talking about, had anything to do with the original cartoons. Other than the names, there wasn't really much connection there, which is kind of pathetic. Although I have kind of some hope for this new Bumblebee movie that's coming out. That looks like it's trying to stay true to the original. From the pictures we saw, and the fact that you see, whoops, you see Shockwave, who looks like Shockwave. And Bumblebee is a bug, which he's supposed to be. Unlike in the original Michael Bay Transformer movie, where see the bug, but it's not Bumblebee, he's the Camaro. How do I kill these guys without getting killed myself? Jeez. Yeah, at least they kept Snake Eyes mute and didn't speak. Yeah. And they got a cool actor to play him too. I mean, Ray Park. Darth Maul himself. Play Snake Eyes. I think I saw something about there's going to be there's talk about a Snake Eyes movie. Like a movie just on the Snake Eyes himself. Kind of like what they're doing with Transformers and making a Bumblebee movie. They're going to make just a Snake Eyes kind of... I don't know what they're going to do in it. back to the curse again. Thought I was already in the curse. I don't know if it's timed that way, like if you can actually time it. Alright, Renaissance, gonna hop off too, send you a message on Twitter, have a great night. Awesome, yeah, definitely. Hit me up on Twitter. I want to see your Etsy store. Trying to make some money here and stay alive. Don't remember what I'm supposed to do with that silk bag that I got. It's just something you have to get. And you need something to get across with the fairy guy too. What is it? Because if there's an item you need to get the fairy to take you somewhere different. Wow, there's an extra Bumblebee movie footage. Well, that would be something to see. I hope the like they show the footage of the Bumblebee movie, and they show like Shockwave. They show what looks like Starscream, and a bunch of other Transformers. But it's like I wonder if it's just going to be like, you know, one of those. In the very beginning of the movie, for the first maybe 5 minutes, they show like a recap or something. You know, like, is it just gonna be that, and then the rest of the movie is just gonna be Bumblebee and whatever other Decepticons decide to show up? I hear it's supposed to be like Blitzwing. Is it Blitzwing? Yeah, Blitzwing, I think. Triple changer. Now, what would be really cool is to see Megatron look like Megatron. Not that Megatron that they have in the movie, in the original movie, the first movie. I don't know. Like, every time they made Megatron, it just looked like crap. Alright, see ya, Miss Camilla. Have a good night. And I think that's what that was the biggest problem I had with the G.I. Joe movie, was they really messed up Cobra Commander. And I keep saying this, like, I always say this, like, if you want to make a good movie, make the villain cool. Like, it's the villain that's going to sell the movie. If you think about, like, say, the Christopher Nolan Batman series, it was, you know, Heath Ledger, his Joker character that really pushed that movie, the whole, you know, series. And then even the third one, Bane. I mean, Tom Hardy playing Bane. Now that, he played an awesome character. Don't mess up the villain. That's your chance to make the movie good. And they had such a good opportunity to make such a cool looking Cobra Commander. And what do? They screw it up. They screw it up badly. I mean, the first G.I. Joe movie, it's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, or whatever his name is. And, I mean, fine, whatever. But then when they first show him in his costume, and he had that crappy clear mask that looks kind of like a scuba diving mask or whatever, I was just like, what is that? Okay, seriously, what is that? And Destro, they really tried to make Destro look like Destro, but it kind of looked awkward. Maybe they just didn't have the CGI down or whatever, I don't know. He looked awkward. And then for the second one, Retaliation, they kill Destro right away. You don't even get to see him. Like, they literally just kill him before he even has a chance to do anything, which I thought was pretty cheap. And what kind of move is that? What's this guy got? I'd like to exchange a blue crystal for a red crystal. Alrighty then. Now I can go to that wall. Yeah, pretty much Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, the Baroness. I think that's it. I think those were the 3 best characters in the movie. The second one was, I mean, they tried to improve Cobra Commander, but he acted a lot different. It wasn't the same Cobra Commander from the first movie. They gave him, at least they gave him somewhat of a better costume, but I don't know. He just didn't play the part. You know, I'm gonna say the same thing with that, Ninja Turtles reboot, the 2014 Ninja Turtles reboot. Same problem. You have an enemy such as the Shredder, which has the potential of being such an awesome enemy, and they screwed him up big time. Like in the first Ninja Turtle movie, the one in the 90s, Shredder wasn't too bad. I mean, the only problem with him in that movie is you didn't really see much of him. But then in the new movie, the 2014 or whatever, the Shredder doesn't make any sense. And then they made the second movie, where they gave us Bebop and Rocksteady, but they still messed up the Shredder. Like, he didn't do anything. He was useless. The Cobra Commander in the cartoon was Starscream. Oh yeah, the same voice, for sure. I always liked Serpentor anyways. He was my favorite. That whole Serpentor series was awesome. Arise, Serpentor Arise. I have that on DVD. I watch that every once in a while. It's like 5 episodes, I think. Then you find out in the movie that Serpentor was implanted in Dr. What's his face? Dr. Mindbender? It was implanted in his face. What is going on there with the double? Oh. It was implanted in his head to make Serpentor. I think this will take me away. There we go. Guy who was on G.I. Joe WWF. Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter. He's still, I think he's going to some Comic-Con or something somewhere. You know, Retro Nostalgic Nerd was showing a, what is it, the Portland? No, not Portland. Where is it? Philadelphia? There's some Toy-Con, Comic-Con thing where Sergeant Slaughter's going to be there. Still going. One of the few original WWF. I think he was with WWF. People that's still alive today. Unfortunately, a lot of them are gone. A lot of the great ones are gone. Macho Man is gone. Ultimate Warrior gone. God, I keep falling through the floor. So many greats. Bobby the Brain Heenan. We just let that, what's his face? The Heart Foundation guy. RetroCon Philadelphia. Yeah, that's the one. I just come up here for nothing. Oh, wait. It'd be cool to meet Sergeant Slaughter. I always loved him in G.I. Joe. Jim Neidhart, yeah, that's the one. Owen Hart died a few years ago, doing some kind of crazy stunt. Fell to his death. Get out of here. Crap. Took a wrong turn. Guess I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. Ow. I met Rob Van Dam. Not familiar with who that is. Maybe one of the later WWF people or something. How do I get around? Wait, where am I going? It would have been nice to meet Chris Latta, the voice of Starscream Corporate Commander. Sadly, he died in 2004, yeah. I mean, can you imagine if he was still alive, if they would have used his voice in the Transformer live action? Oops. Hey, Jeff. What's happening, man? You know what the other thing that annoyed me was the, I think it was the second one? The second Transformer movie. Live action movie, that is. Where they had Soundwave in there. And they actually used Frank Welker's voice. Welker, Weckler, however you pronounce it. The original voice of Soundwave and Megatron. And they didn't digitize his voice to sound like Soundwave. I don't know why they did that. They gave him more of the... he sounded like Dr. Claw. Chris Latta died in 1994. That's even worse. But yeah, I mean, Frank Welker, whatever his name is, the original voice of Soundwave, they could have digitized his voice. Now, they do show Soundwave looking like his real self in the clips for the Bumblebee movie. So I wonder if you'll hear his voice. Ah, crap, here's where the orb is. I need to get the steak. Again, no end boss. But yeah, if you watch the second Transformer movie, the Bayformers, and you listen to Soundwave's voice, and furthermore, what the hell, he's like some weird satellite thing or something. Like, he's not even a... he has nothing to do with tapes or tape decks. He does, however, shoot out this thing that I guess becomes like a Ravage type character. If it's Ravage or not, I don't know. But he kind of shoots it out like it's a pill or something. Doesn't even, you know, it's not a tape deck, that's for sure. I'm on the fence about the Bumblebee movie. Yeah, I know. I bet you are, because, you know, we were kind of... We were kind of expecting more from the Michael Bay movies, I think, to be a little bit more true to the original. Oh, crap. To the original story, so it's easy to be a little bit skeptical. Think that, you know, is it going to be crappy? But these are different directors, I believe, for the Bumblebee movie. Where am I supposed to go? I am lost. Oh no! It's a smart move, Green Lantern, not watching it on the day of release. No, I don't do that regardless, because I don't want to deal with the crowds. I like to wait at least a little while and then go when it's, you know, you can easily get tickets and just walk right in. And crap. Where do I go? How do we get up there? He's up there, over there. I just hope it's not like what I'm thinking, you know, where they show all the original Transformers, but it's only like, you know, the first 5 minutes of the movie, and then the rest is they're done or whatever. They're not really in it. How do I get up? Okay, I gotta get up there somehow. It's not Michael Bay Explosion. Not Michael Explosion Bay. Yeah. Well, that might be a good thing. I found that some of the later movies, that's all they pretty much were, was explosions. The last one I saw in theater was the third one, I think. I didn't see any of the ones with Mark Wahlberg in it. I didn't see either one of those in theater. And I remember watching the third one in theater thinking, like, everything's just blowing up and I have no idea what the hell's going on. I just see explosions. And I was quite disturbed on Shockwave. It's a love story between Bumblebee and that girl. Yeah. No, I was quite disturbed at Shockwave and how he just looked like a twirling pile of junk. That's what's going to happen. The war and Bumblebee. The war be sent to Earth on a mission. Yeah. Well, it's like 1987 or something like that. That's when it takes place. That's another thing. The Bayformers, because they had to like make it take place in modern times, they had to modify everything to fit modern times. Shockwave sucked, made him a stupid worm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Shockwave is like, he's supposed to be like a Cybertronian gun or something like that, right? One thing I always didn't like about the original cartoon series, he didn't get enough Shockwave. I mean, he was the one that Megatron left in charge. Left behind in charge at the, oh, there we go. Hidden Wall. No, swear a gamer. The last Transformer movie I saw in theater was the original animated one. Holy jimpin'. You didn't see any of the Michael Bay explosion formers? I guess he didn't have any faith in that movie that it would be any good. I mean, for me, it was just like, I always wanted to see a Transformer movie, so I had to see it, but I walked out not really sure what to make of it. Although I did like Blackout. I thought that scene with Blackout in the very beginning when he shows up, and you know, the helicopter. Place again. I gotta find that guy. And he just like blows away everything. I just thought Blackout was cool. Even though Blackout was not a Transformer I was familiar with, I don't even know if there was an original Blackout in any of the cartoons. None that I'm familiar with anyways. Crap. Oh. This isn't good. I think I just... Okay. Gotta find that guy. He's up there somewhere. I'm still on the fence too about Devastator. I thought it was really cool in the second movie to see that they created a Devastator, but I don't know. I mean, now that like I look at it again and again, and I see that they just kind of what is he supposed to be? Like almost like in the shape of a gorilla kind of thing, and I don't know. And the fact that the Constructicons weren't really utilized properly. You know, in the cartoon, the Constructicons play a huge role. Like, they are pretty much Megatron's #1 team to, you know, send out. Like, even though, you know, he's got the jets like Starscream and all that who always fail him, the Constructicons are always pretty solid and play a big role in the cartoon, right? And then Devastator is always, you know, he's the one that they use to really, you know, bring in the muscle. And the fact that they only showed the Constructicons in their vehicle mode, as if they could not transform into robots themselves, like they are only there just to turn into, you know, where am I going? They're only there just to turn into Devastator, which was kind of like, what were they thinking? Bayformers look too messy in my... Yeah, that's it. I mean, they would transform and they'd kind of look like junk. That was my big problem with Megatron. Megatron looks like it's just a big pile of junk. It's hard to make out any kind of form to him. And that, and he doesn't look anything like his, you know, cartoon counterpart. Go this way. It's like they're mostly made up as cables. Yeah, I mean, I think they tried too hard on the realism piece, but then they forgot that they have to still make them look somewhat like the original Transformers. Like, they can't just, I don't know, turn them into these, like, monstrosities. even to some degree, like, Optimus Prime was, like, a little way off.
Stuck here. I think I went the wrong way. Hey, wait. That dude's over there. I know, that dude's over there, so I must have to, like, get up there somewhere. The Stunticons are my favorite combiners that transform. I don't know, for me it's a toss-up between Devastator and Bruticus, as far as combiners go. Wasn't too crazy about the Stunticons. I felt that, I mean, they were cool the way they were, but Minosaur doesn't really look, I don't know, it just doesn't look like they put a lot of effort into making Minosaur. He looks kind of odd to me. Like, you could still see the cars and stuff on them, and it doesn't look like they really transformed a lot to turn him into a, like, the giant. I don't know, there's just something weird about him to me. I like Bruticus, though. Bruticus was always awesome. I liked how he grumbled, like he just growled or whatever, like... And I like how Starscream just kind of makes Bruticus out of these, like, old war machines that he finds in the dirt. Even though it is weird, because some of the vehicles, when you first see them, they're different. And then when they turn into the Combaticons, it's like something that was originally like an old warplane becomes a space shuttle. Missing something here. There's something. Hey, what's up, RC in the NYC? I'm lost. I'm trying to find my way around this mansion. Yeah. Bruticus was created by Starscream. After he's banished, he took those criminals from Cybertron. He had to, like, go into Cybertron, break in and steal, like, what they were, like, in captive criminals or whatever. I don't remember what to do here. There's nothing that's going to take me over there. I have to get over there because that's where the dude is. Crud. Great, now I want to see Transformers cartoons. That's my job, Miss Green Lantern. Make you feel nostalgic. Maybe I have to keep going. I thought this would... Wait. Now where am I going? Maybe I thought I wasn't supposed to go there. It was. Yeah, the Decepticon Detention Center. I remember Shockwave was the one alerting Megatron that someone broke in and stole their memory chips or whatever the hell they were. All Starscream does is just insert them into the machines, and then they turn into the Combaticons. I think out of most of the all the Transformer episodes, that's probably the one I watched the most. Yeah, here we go. Invest in our own stake. Absolutely.
episode, Season 2. Yeah, that's the one I have on DVD box set, is Season 2. Just because of that Bruticus episode. I think I even have the VHS tapes for it, too. I have like a ton of old Transformers VHS box sets. For those who still remember what VHS is. Okay, let's oh yeah, oh, I need to grab the bag. I remember to grab the bag. Dracula's nail. Ew. Nothing like some crusty old vampire nail. Carry that around with me. Okay, well, at least I got this far. I think I need to start packing it in because it's like almost 11 p.m. for me and I gotta get up for work tomorrow. Yay, work. So I'm gonna be able to get the heck out of here. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Good. See if I can at least get out of this. It's almost 8 p.m. here in Arizona. Oh, so you're like 2 hours behind. It was a good thing, night all. Alright, see ya, no swear gamer. Game out. And now I can safely die and record my code. Still have the original Transformer movie soundtrack on cassette. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever had the soundtrack on anything. That would be cool though. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some paper. I'm gonna write down the code so I can play this again one day. I don't know when, but I'll definitely want to do this again. So I also want to do a also want to play Castlevania 3, so write this down. 7 E F 2 E 0 F V. I hate doing this. B D. Why couldn't it just save your game? Why did it have to do this? And in Castlevania 3, instead of letters and numbers, it's like symbols. You'd have to draw these little symbols down. There you go. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining in on the chat. It was a lot of fun playing Castlevania 2. I haven't played this probably since like last year. Probably around the same time, at Halloween time. And so I'm going to continue on with my, I guess, probably for most of the month, I'll probably play stuff like this. I definitely want to play Castlevania 3, Castlevania on the Game Boy, and Super Castlevania. I don't know if I'll play any other Castlevanias. And I was also thinking of playing, what's it called? The Sega Master System game. I keep forgetting the damn name of it. But it's like this game. It's like Castlevania. But yeah, so I think I'll probably be playing these for the rest for streaming anyways. But yeah, I'll have my next video tomorrow. It's going to be on the Namco Museum for the PlayStation. So it's going to be my very first PlayStation video tomorrow. I haven't touched PlayStation since I started Brian's Man Cave. So tomorrow will be the first PlayStation video, so look out for that. And that should be up hopefully, I don't know, from 5, 6, or 6, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around there. And yeah, so I'll catch you later, and thanks everybody for coming in.